Hi, y'all. Hey, Kajari and Shakira. As y'all can see, your girl is free. She is free. How y'all doing tonight? Hey, Shalissa, how are you doing? My apologies, Kajari. I didn't see your name. How are you doing? How are all of y'all doing tonight? Yeah, I'm so glad it feels so foreign to be out and being out smelling the good old fresh air instead of being shut up in a hospital room somewhere. Yes, I went on a ride going back and forth up and down the road, and I was thoroughly happy with it. Just being out and about. Girl, we back in a winter storm. Had tornadoes last night. Oh, girl, I ain't hear about no tornadoes, but definitely first when I came out here, I ain't have on nothing but except for this here. I said, let me go and get me something to throw across my arms because it is kind of trying to be chilly here in Florida a little bit out here this time of the night. Um, but yeah, um, I just came on here. Y'all already know how it go. So I'm gonna give y'all just a little bit of what been happening with me. Like I feel like I'm in a better place. I feel like enough people know a little bit more. Hey, Miss Parker, how you doing tonight? In the 20s. It was 72 yesterday. Jesus Christ. Wow. Um, so here in this new journey we about to go down in life, I feel like as I feel comfortable with sharing with you all through this process because it is a part of my life. That's good, Miss Parker. That I'm going to share with you all as I feel comfortable with sharing. So, one of the things that I didn't share with y'all was the other night that I was telling y'all um, that I did the MRI. And when I did the MRI, they told me some things that, you know, really, really scared me. And in the MRI, what they were saying that they thought they saw on the MRI was necrosis. And anybody know what necrosis means? Is like part of something is not alive, right? So I was like, I ain't want to say that out loud because I'm not sure what it is. Um, and they weren't sure what it was. So I'm like, okay then. Let me just keep it to myself because I don't want to be putting anything um, out in the atmosphere or claiming anything that that I don't need to be claiming, right? So the only way that they were going to confirm of what that is, they was talking about they may need to put a stent in into my pancreas and all kinds of stuff they had laid out on the table for me. But on what day was that? My days all running into each other. So, anyways, on Friday they scheduled me for to do the endoscopy, which is where they go down, you know, your esophagus with a camera and everything. Be able to see on the inside and everything. So, they went down in with the endoscopy, and where I thought it was one thing and I was scared of that, um, they came back with a possible diagnosis that I may have cancer, and it's almost a 90% chance right now that they're giving. They just waiting for the tests and stuff to come back. That literally says it, but you know, praise God if it comes back and they say that it's not. But the way the doctor is talking to me right now is that um, that's definitely what it's going to be. And but the one thing that he has given me is that since we caught it so early, um, that I have a great chance of doing the things that I need to do so that this works out in my best interests. So coming up this week, I will start doing and preparing for the things. At least by Wednesday, I will know whether it is or is not. And I just want to come on and tell it because I can't keep coming on here and talking to y'all and trying to move past something, and it's stuck in the back of my mind, and that's all I can keep thinking about. So I feel like, let me go ahead and just blurt it out to you all what it is, or what's on my mind, what I'm going through right now. And I know it's easy to roll off my tongue right now, but ain't nobody saying what to have the breath knocked out of you, going to think you going to look for this one other particular thing, and then have them lay something like this on you. Throw me for a big old loop. So, yes, Shakira, we gonna believe the report of the Lord. And let me tell you right now, I hear what you're saying, and I know eventually I will get in that spot. But when you walking in it and you first hear about it, it's like, um, it's a scary, it's a scary place. And so far, so good. I've been able to like hear what they say, cry in the moment, and then move out of it with the help of, I have a lot of family that's here and surrounding me right now and just keep reminding me to, you know, of all the great possibilities that are here with this situation. So, um, if it is said true that before this week is out, I may have a port, which I don't want. Um, I may be starting chemotherapy um, sometime this week or whatever. And so, um, yeah, being that this is possibly going to be a part of my life right about now, why not go ahead and just say it and moving right along? I don't want to be sad about it, but it's a I feel like it may be a roller coaster at times. I can be able to be like ain't nothing wrong with me. But again, too, this just feels like I Sorry about that. My phone rang. Um, Sometimes you can be in the best of places with it, and then there's times that I'm not in the best of place. And so, I'm a since this gonna be a part of my life, and this is Life with Tashana. This just gonna be the next journey that I've been on, because at times, I done told y'all about a lot of hard things that I done been through in my life. And at certain points in my day, like, I want to be so mad, because I'm like, God, ain't I done had enough? So, and I'm trying not to have a pity party for myself. So, this is just the next battle. And I look back at it, and somebody reminded me today that you done been through all these different battles in your life, and you done came through them all on top. You done made it through all of them. And so now, the same way I made it through all the rest of them, I got to get it on the inside of me that the same way you beat all the other battles, you gonna beat this one too. But it's hard to get in that head space. But that's the battle that I'm facing right now. So the good thing about it is I caught it right at the beginning of it. The doctors feel confident that I can beat it. I caught it early. It's not spread or anything like that. It's like in a uh 1.5 centimeter area or whatever. So it is what it is. um um hey, Shauna B, of course we like family here. Shauna, love y'all. Praying for complete healing. I thank you all for the prayers, and like I always say, tenfold back to you, whatever you sending up for me. I'm asking God to give it back to you 10 times what it is that you asking for me. And I feel like, though these like blows be hitting me, I literally feel like the people that are praying for me, I feel like if I didn't have the prayers that people sending up for me, I feel like there's no reason for me to feel as strong as I do, because at times I just want to sit in front of the window and just look out the window and not even think about facing the world or no, none of that stuff. But I done found the strength today, yesterday, on the day that they gave me this information. God didn't allow me to stay in that place for a long period of time. I got like 4 hours by myself after I found out this information. But it was like after those 4 hours, like the troops started pouring in. And so I'm very grateful for that. So since that point, it's like I've been laughing and talking. I've even been able to go to sleep at night. I ain't getting a whole bunch of sleep, but I've been able to get sleep. I haven't really cried about it since then. I did cry today when he told me that I was gonna have to get a port put in because I done seen what a port looked like, and I just don't want no parts of it. um, but all in all, I feel like I'm not really. I don't feel like I'm really, really scared. I think most of my problem is I'm thinking about. I literally feel like I'm thinking about the people that's around me. Um, like my kids, my family, and stuff like that. Like, it's like I don't mind me going through it, but I don't want other people going through it with me. I don't know. My mind have a weird way of working, but anyways, that is where I am right now, and so we got a 1% chance that they can come back and say to us, that ain't what it is. It's just a something else there, a 10% chance, if we leaving it to what the doctors say. So I'm kind of just like hanging in the winds, and whatever happens, happens. I just feel like it ain't a time in my life that I ain't fighting some kind of battle or something from a little girl up into this point. So, and if I look at the way the rest of them turned out, I'm still here. I ain't took myself out of no nothing. So, yeah, I don't have a whole lot to say to y'all. I just feel like let me go ahead and just break this down and do it and moving right along, because I think the next time is tomorrow. I'm gonna try and figure out some other way that this ain't gonna be the conversation of the whole situation, but um we just gonna have to see what it gonna be. My friend has just went through chemo. She is healing, and so will you. Thank you, girl face. Buying God's word. um I will be praying for you. Thank you very much, Tasha. Speak tenfold. You sure are gonna get through this. Yeah, thank you, sister. She did also. um you will do fine. This is the other part of your testimony. Oh, yeah. It's like a part of me don't like. I'm not. It's like times I really don't feel scared. I feel like it's more like a frustration that here I am again. It's like I get out of one thing. Y'all ever live life where you feel like you you just walked out of this process, and your other process already waiting for you to take the next step and into it, and then you got that process, and then the other one waiting on you to turn the corner, and that process is there, and then the other one is waiting around 2 steps ahead of that. It's just like I feel like I just keep going through stuff. I just keep on going through stuff. And so, you know, if I can get rid of the frustration and everything, I feel like I can be in a better place. I think I have the dream team that's around me, because when the doctor's talking and everything, it's like the doctors turn into like Charlie Brown when they talking to me. Y'all know what Charlie Brown do. He start want. Once I hear certain words that like I don't like the way they sound, I can't hear nothing else the doctor saying after that. So I got my family and stuff that's around me. Um, Thank you, Deshante. Welcome to the live. Hey, Phoenix. Hey, Tashana. Hey, Tashana. Prayers going up. What's the update? Are you getting better? Tasha. Yeah, I'm gonna get better. Um, but at the beginning of this video, when I end it, cause I ain't gonna make this live be that long, you can go back to rewind back to the beginning, and you know I gave what's really happening at this moment and throughout this week. We'll, as I go through it, this life with Tashana over here, we just not in the garden. So hopefully I get back to the garden today. My husband sent me a picture that he picked a nice tomato from out in the garden today, and it was very pretty. Um, and that gave me a smile. Um, so the garden is still flourishing and everything, but this gonna be a part of what you say, Shakira? We in the club. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. I don't want y'all to come over here. Phoenix, I love you too. Thank you very much. I don't want y'all to come over here and help me be sad or no none of that kind of stuff. I still, just like Shakira just wrote that in there, I still want to come through and I still want to laugh. I still want to come through and get my stuff up off of me, talk about how I feel about this process that I'm going through. But I don't need nobody to help me stay stuck um in the sad parts and all of that stuff. I need y'all to be like, okay, Shauna, you done said that it's time to come on and move along to this right here. You know what I'm saying? um, so yeah, there you have it. Um, what I've been hanging on to all this on. Hey, Queen J. Ja, I hope I'm saying right. You got this. Yep, I'm definitely do what I can do right now with the strength that I already got inside of me. Like I told my mama, we are stronger than she think. It's our time to be here for you. I'm sure they'll do the same. Let me tell you something, Shakira. That's one of the things that first hit my mind. And I was telling my friend that I think what I'm scared of is I'm used to taking care of everybody. I don't want to go to a place where people have to take care of me. I don't want that because first thing, I don't know how to receive that. So that's one of the scariest things in this situation. And I'm not sure that I have to, because I haven't been around anybody really that I've seen people, but like hung around them, like to know. Like, I don't know if I necessarily have to be in a place where I'm going to be really sick or whatever, but just the thought of thinking that you going to have to depend on people. And people don't let me down my whole life. So I don't want to be in no place where I got to depend on, people. And I know you say believe, trust God. I absolutely do trust God, but along the way you still got to trust some people because he used people to help you out. So I think that's like the scariest part of um to me, what I've thought of so far is like, what are you thinking? Just talking to myself, asking myself questions. And that's what I came up with, is that um I take care of people. I don't depend on people to take care of me. So um they think it's um there's healing in a testimony. Yep, I believe that too. May I say, our ancestor, Mr. Dick Gregory, say raw collard greens work against it. All right, come on, Shauna B. Because let me tell you something. I cannot tell you, Shauna, that you said that. I've been talking about my collard greens in my garden all day long, and like I feel like I can't wait to get to them. So I feel like they like calling me for some reason. Like, I don't know. And that's one of the things that I was talking about today, that I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and just, the majority of my meals and stuff is going to be all green from my garden. And I probably end up seasoning with only onions and garlic, in those ways like that, when I cook those things and everything. So, I don't know. That's just what I'm feeling right now. So, we gonna see. But the green's been calling me. um, thank you, Angie. Um, trying to read your Bible, sister, and pray. Pray the answers are there. Yeah, girl rock. I know they in there. And listen, this one of the chats over here that if a Bible verse come up in your spirit and you just write the where it said in there, ask anybody in this chat. Anytime they put a scripture in here, I go and read it. And pretty much every time somebody done put something in here, it has been just for me, speaking right on to me. So, um, definitely getting into that. Um, it's of God. The Bible says, as you give with joy, He wants you to open your heart and receive with joy. Whoo, girl rock. Um, I hear you when you say that. And I probably need to read that over and over again because that for me is easier said than done. Um, and there's a lot of reasons in my life why I don't like to receive from nobody, because I always feel like there's an expectancy to give it back. Not that the person requiring anything. I just always feel like that because of the things, where I came from or whatever. But I received that you're saying that, but I'm telling you, that's not no easy thing for me to do. I'm a giver and I have problems with people giving back to me. And that's just, it make me feel icky inside when people give me stuff. And I know it may sound funny, but that's the God's honest truth. I always be trying, when somebody give me something, I always be trying to figure out a way that I can give it back to them. Not exactly in the same way, but I'm always looking for a way to figure out how to give it back to them, because I don't want to feel like I owe anybody anything, and I don't care what I done did for you. I hate feeling like I owe somebody something. So, we gonna fight this. That's just what our gardens are all about. And that Phoenix, I just the thought of how my garden looks and everything, and saying that I tie my garden to my real life, looking at how it's growing and everything, is too a reminder of me, like, girl, how can you have your head down if you saying your garden is a representation of where you're growing? So, I got a lot of things that's like a reminder that um, don't stay focused on the bad in this situation. Hey, TT, love is surrounding you. Let the family feel appreciated and help you a little. I understand as a mom. Yep, I'm gonna try and get that right. If you take care of yourself with nutrition and exercise, your mind will follow, and there's a possibility that you can take care of yourself with nutrition. Well, I've been on that kick for a minute, girl rock, cuz I don't know if you know that I'm a big girl, that I lost 130 pounds, just solely doing the work, the workout in the yard, the workout in the garden, and all of that stuff. So I'm a person that like encourage that kind of thing. So I'm waiting. I was looking and saying, how I'm gonna get to my next step, because I want to lose a couple of more pounds. I don't want to be no skinny girl, but I still don't want to be as big as I am right now. So I'm looking for that next part. Do I want to be sick in order to get there? Absolutely not. So, but anyways, yeah, them greens is gonna be a part of. I've been talking about all day how I'm waiting to go and pick me some greens. And when I do get back to the garden and go and pick me some greens, I might do it sometime during this week, if the Lord's will, because by Wednesday, the process will be done started. And so hopefully, by then I'll be done winning. And I prefer to eat from the stuff that I've grown because I know what I put into it. So I'll know what I've been getting out of it. When you get the stuff from the stores, you don't really know what you're getting. You have to depend on those people that they giving you what you expecting that you're eating. So yeah. So I'm just gonna I'm looking forward to going in, and I know I'm gonna have a super big harvest of greens when I go and pick the greens from the garden. Because remember, I used to go out there and I harvest every week. My garden hasn't been harvested now in like we going on almost a month. Because when you look at it, that though the time has been split apart, I done been in the hospital now off and on for almost a month now. Probably like 2 weeks out of that month, but the going there, coming back home, and going back there again, um, it's been keeping me away from the garden. So when we go out there, we gonna have us a whole bunch of greens. I just got chills because I've been talking about greens. Shauna, I'm telling you, I before I hit this live button, I'm literally in there talking to my friend, my sister, and her mama. And I was even saying to her, asking her, can we do canning of the greens when I go and pick the greens this week? So I can learn to do something besides cleaning them and cut them up and put them in the deep freezer. I want to learn a different way of storing them. So I even said if I gotta go and buy the canning set, I'm willing to go and buy the canning set right about now. And let me tell y'all something else that happened today. Because see, I gotta tell y'all a little bit of like the testimony of how things going. Allow yourself to feel whatever you need to: anger, frustration, fear, calm, etc. Nobody is going to understand your headspace. I was told that today too. They and my family reassured me, we gonna let you go and feel all of those things, but what we ain't gonna do is allow you to stay there. So I was like, hey chef, hey she cooks. um so I'm for that reason I'm glad that they there knocking it out there, asking all of the questions and everything, because I don't have any questions. I don't know what I need to be asking no doctors or no none of that. So they just asking questions and keeping notes and all of that good stuff right there. Because I'm telling you, when you get these kind of blows and stuff right there, you don't hear nothing else after they done said the one thing that you don't want to hear. So I'm very thankful for that. I mean, you've been talking about greens. Absolutely. We have been talking about greens. I've been talking about them to them. I've been talking about them before this visit to the hospital and everything. I've been just keep talking about the greens. So we going to get to those greens. Hey, J Mac. One day at a time. That is enough. J Mac and I even say to that, sometimes one day at a time is too much. Sometimes you got to take minute by minute. Sometimes it's second by second because you don't even know how to get through those first seconds. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing a whole lot of deep breaths, a whole lot of them. Hey, Korean. We gotta break that to Shauna. Be open to receive. I have to learn to receive because I got rebuked for not receiving. Yeah, Tasha, you must have had some situations too, because it's something that you so willing to give, and that's something that I done came on here and talked about before, is um that bank account situation. If you giving all the time and ain't nobody putting back into you, you gonna eventually end up with insufficient funds. And maybe that's part of my problem. That I done gave and gave so much is now I done ended up in this place where I don't have anything else to give. I need somebody to pour back into me. So, I'm learning as I go ahead, because I done heard it be said a whole lot of times, when you so busy taking care of everybody else and you ain't taking care of yourself, you get jacked up. So this is another one. So not a day we talking and talking and talking, and started talking about my insurance and stuff. Well, I usually pay for all of my doctor visits and everything out of my own pocket. And my sister looked at me today and she was like, "What?" And she was like, "Your kids have insurance and everything?" I was like, "Yeah, my kids got insurance, my husband got insurance and everything, and I just pay for my stuff out of pocket." My sister's like, "I don't believe you." And when I said it out of my mouth, I said, "Golly, that do sound so stupid." But I ain't never put it to myself. I ain't never put it to myself like that, to even listen to myself say that. You got everybody else insured and you out here hanging on a limb by yourself, paying for your doctor visits and stuff out of pocket. And it ain't that I don't go because I be going. I just pay for it out of pocket. But anyways, I said that part because when I got out of the hospital, they sent my medications to the pharmacy to be filled. And so on the way to the pharmacy, I'm calling the pharmacy to see, because I forgot today was Sunday, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, we lollygagging around and I need my medicine. And I'm like, let me call these people and see how long they gonna be open, or if they even open. Because if they ain't open, we got to go back to the hospital, because no, we ain't finna be with this pain all day." So I called the pharmacy and they say, "Oh, you good." And I asked them when they can have my prescription filled. They say in the next 30 minutes. So I go there and I ask them, I say, "How much are these prescriptions going to come up to?" Now I'm already thinking in my mind, they probably going to tell me about $200 that the prescription is going to come up to or whatever. So I'm like, okay, how about this man on the phone told me, oh, thank you. You like my background? Thank you. She was like, the guy on the phone was like, "There is no charge for your prescription." Now I'm thinking to myself, and literally it came out of my mouth. I asked the man, I say, "How is there no charge for these prescriptions?" He was like, "Your insurance paid for it." I say, "What insurance?" I say, "What insurance? I ain't got no insurance." He was like, "Well, something came up in the computer." So I'm steady digging at the man and asking him all these questions. My brother driving. My brother say, "Girl, get off that phone, quit asking that man all them questions and stuff. He said it's paid for, leave it alone. It's paid for." He said, "As long as he hand that medicine out the window to you when we pull up to that window, then don't you worry about it." I ain't worried about it, but I want to know, how did the medicine get paid for? I guess that ain't none of my business, but I'm telling y'all, when I went to the window, my prescriptions, the only thing they asked me for was my driver's license. But my prescriptions was paid for. My prescriptions was paid for. I thank you all for the prayers, and y'all know what I say, tenfold. Y'all know what that means. May God give it back to you 10 times what you asking him for from me. Winning for your own supply from God's soil, sun, water, and his child's hands. That's smart. They sell greens so we can can them. Yeah, so I'm gonna learn how to do me some canning. Raw vegan is best. I do it on and off and feel bad when off. Testimonials on YouTube. It's a healer. Fruits and veggies raw. Ooh, Tasha speak. It gonna take me some. Nah, let me tell you, I tried now. Can I put it in the blender and blend it up with a drink or something like that? That still mean it's raw, right? But I can't see myself sitting down and just cutting up some collard greens and just eating them raw like that right from the beginning. It's gonna take me some time to get right there. You know, I'm a little sensitive when it come down to eating stuff that I'm scared of. I probably can see myself blending it up like it's kale or something like that and put it in something. We'll have to start there, like drinking it like it's a smoothie. But then again, I don't like textured drinks and stuff like that. But it don't mean that I ain't gonna try. Tasha speaks. But I'm definitely gonna be eating some raw fruit. Yes, ma'am. You always remind me I have those. She cooks. Let's go. Today is Malik's birthday. I've been minute by minute today. I didn't cook for my kids and do house reset, but I'm trying to be okay with that. But I need to learn to reset myself. And you will learn. You will learn. That's a process that I done been through. And after a while, the memories don't ever go away. But it definitely gets better. Shakira. Um, yes, God is definitely good. And yes, all the time. Hey Larry. Um, so I said to y'all that I ain't want to come on here and be on for long, but I wanted to come on and go ahead and get that out. I feel better with getting it out because it's like y'all was the last people I was hanging on to, but I needed to make sure that all of my kids and stuff you know got the news and um everything, instead of them finding out in that way, in this way, because sometimes they come through and they watch, what it is that I'm saying and what I'm doing on here. And so, you know, but you all, we will talk again tomorrow, and on and on and on. But we ain't gonna be over here down and out and sad all the time. But we is gonna shed some tears over here. Sometimes that's just the way it is over here, and we gonna let it be a cleansing, and then we gonna keep on moving from there. So the last thing I want to do is remind you all that, see, when times like this come up, if you got something out there growing in your garden, you can go ahead and use what you got, and you ain't got to get ready because you're already ready. Get out there and grow you some food. You're already buying the stuff from the grocery store. Use what you got already and go ahead and grow some more stuff. You understand what I'm saying? And we can all keep growing together. Let your garden be a manifestation of what's happening in your life. And I got to get back into that. I need to see my garden with my own eyes so it can remind me, girl, you are amazing. So, yeah, listen, I got y'all see Shalissa in here typing right now. But see, Shalissa sleeping by me tonight, and she don't know that. Well, she should already know that I'm about to talk her to sleep. Just like Korean be saying, Shauna, I came on here for you to talk me to sleep. I'm finna talk her to sleep tonight until we both fall asleep. That's what I'm about to do. So Shalissa over here by my side tonight. So she just knew, she came with her bag packed. She was gonna stay at the hospital with me tonight. But the people say, "Oh, she can go home today." They felt like it was better for me to get out of the hospital, sitting in there at times by myself. And I needed to get out and be around family. They didn't have no more tests for me to do right now, and whatever else was coming up, I could do it as outpatient. So they was like, "Go home with your family." And so I feel good. It feel good to be breathing in the fresh air and everything. So, we gonna get ready so I can talk Shalissa. So I can talk Shalissa to sleep tonight. I know. You'll be looking over there at her and her eyes will be closed, but they'll still be open at the same time. But she came ready. Says, I'm gonna stay tonight with you tonight. She was ready to stay in that hospital. But God is good. Here we is home. You know what I'm saying? So but y'all have an amazing night, and I don't need nobody to feel sorry for me. I just needed to get it up off our chest, because sometimes you need to say it so you can move on to the next thing. So, and there it is. Love you all, and we'll chat again tomorrow. Okay. Remember to keep on growing. Y'all have an amazing night.